Michael Scott just drinking cream and sugar.
Pretty rough. My ass hurts.
We've got coffee and determination. Just a reminder that this is a judgment-free zone. You guys promised, you explicitly promised, and you signed the agreement not to judge me.
And the next thing I read was The Tenant by Frida McFadden.
Please subscribe.
For the love of God!
Hi, my name is Maddie, and I'm on a journey of weight loss and financial wellness after last year when I had a baby. I can't be bothered to go get that megaphone right now. I went this morning and got lab work. What are you doing here? Why are you here? Get out of here. Tuck her away. But I went and got lab work done. It's a weekday, but I have the day off. The audacity of me. And so I needed to do fasting lab work. And when the hell does anyone have time to do that? It's really annoying. Like, what am I supposed to take off time from work to go freaking sit and get poked by a needle? No, thank you.
No way, Jose!
But today, the plan for the vlog is basically like to be a little productive and to not spend money. That's not true. I'm totally going to the store later. But to not spend money on anything frivolous, to be productive, to have ye old healthy day of eating. We love it. We're here for it. But despite not spending money, I'm going to cash in on an experience that technically did cost money, but it didn't cost money today, okay? Regardless, we do this every year, and we will be going on a sensory deprivation tank float situation, and we will be getting a massage. This was my Mother's Day gift this year. This was my Mother's Day gift last year. It may have even been a Mother's Day gift the year before that. I'm not mad at it. That is what I requested. Honestly, it couldn't have come at a better time. I've had a really hard week. I don't know what else to say. They laid off people from my company. I have an upcoming video. I think for you guys it'll be next week, but I just filmed it last night, where I get more into it, because obviously I don't want to say too much. I don't want to like get in trouble, even though like I'm not sworn to secrecy. Nobody knows where I work. I don't even have a LinkedIn because like I just feel like it's a waste of time. But you know, you just never know. Bitches be tripping. And so had a really tough week, really stressful, really sad. And so I can't lie, the massage and the sensory deprivation tank could not have come at a better time. I will say this, something else that I'm wanting to get done today is, and I don't know if anybody can relate to this, but me and my husband have been stuck doing what I refer to as maintenance cleaning. Maintenance cleaning is when you are doing the bare minimum to keep the house afloat. Like you're doing the dishes, you're taking out the trash, you're doing laundry. And for us, that's vacuuming, because we do have 3 cats. And our baby is crawling / cruising, but he's on the floor a lot. We don't want him breathing in cat fur or finding cat fur. That's all we've been doing. And so things have slowly been accumulating / building up. We have a shredder where we shred our mail. And this is literally like the stack of mail that needs to be shredded. I have some pictures that have been sitting on my table since Mother's Day that need to be hung up. I mean, just a number of things. There's just slowly like piles of clutter that are just getting more cluttered. So I would love to use today while our baby is in daycare and I am at home to kind of get us caught up. That would be really nice. All right, let's eat some breakfast.
It was a long
messed up. I brewed coffee and not espresso. I'm like, why the hell is it so blonde? Like, what the heck? It looks like I'm like Michael Scott just drinking cream and sugar.
Wait, is this just milk and sugar?
That's what I said.
We're gonna add some espresso to this. Is it so awkward to talk to someone right before it's time to get a massage? Like, I always feel so weird talking to the masseuse. They're like, what do you need? What's going on with you? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever needed anything. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I wish I could see my little bathing suit. I'm wearing a little one piece. It gives tankini vibes, but it is a one piece. It's got these like little things if I wanted to like hide my belly. Okay, so we are about to get in the sensory deprivation tank. I had not heard about this actually being a thing until I watched Stranger Things, but even then I didn't know like people could come and get this kind of thing. I really enjoyed it whenever I got it, whenever I was pregnant. I really quite liked it. Oh my gosh. But there's like a few things, like you can't have shaved right before. And also if you have any like cuts and scrapes, you have to cover it with petroleum jelly because it's literally like salted water. That's how you're able to float. And so it'll literally be salt in your wounds. And then the other thing that I definitely forgot about the first time I ever did this is earplugs. Putting earplugs in your ears so that you don't get salt in your ears. Now, normally I would film in there, I would make a bunch of jokes. Well, we've kind of been there, done that. Oh my gosh. This lighting. Hello, mortal. I feel like once I've hatched from my true form, I'll be like, finally, I am a beautiful butterfly. Oh, oh, oh.
Down low! Look, I'm a beautiful butterfly!
I will say something that is not lost on me is the fact that my baby is floating in like a tank of fluid, and I am floating in a tank of fluid. Fluidception. It would be like if Pimp My Ride did sensory deprivation tanks or made wombs, and they were like, yo, I heard you like wombs, so we put a womb in your womb so you could womb. This demonic red light gets me every time. Now, actually, honestly, the real reason though is because this room is not well set up for filming, unfortunately. I may prop the camera up, I may find a way, but yeah. So I think I'm just gonna get in here and I'm gonna vibe. I'm gonna do the best I can. Honestly, like when it comes to these sort of things, getting my brain to shut up is a real challenge. So let's just float. Let's do it. Okay, we're having to live out my biggest pet peeve, which is walking around with wet hair. I don't like it. But it is what it is because it was for a good cause, and that cause was me, ya girl. Oh my god. I feel real good. I did make a joke in my like May debt recap video about basically like I wish I could like take a gummy or an edible and like get in the sensory deprivation tank. Other than that, I enjoyed myself. I really did. I rode a bike yesterday and I was deeply humbled. I thought it would be easy. Like, your girl is a runner. She's a track star now. Okay, not really, but she can jog at a decent clip. Yeah, I thought it would be easy enough, and it wasn't. It was pretty rough. It was quad hell. My ass hurts.
Like specifically like my sits bones, I think is what they're called. They hurt. Not that she was massaging those, but the point is I was looking forward to the massage, and it paid off in dividends. And then in terms of the sensory deprivation, I always really enjoy it. I had a very moving experience when I was pregnant. If you're pregnant, wanting to get pregnant, highly advise, you know, taking that experience, because I really enjoyed it. But this time around, it was also very good. I do find it easier to zone out because I have earplugs in. I've gotten comments of like, maybe I could never, but I turn off all the lights, I close the tank, and I just lay there and I float and I focus on my breathing, kind of like I do in yoga. Regardless, I am actually about to go to Sam's Club because they are having, honestly, a pretty good sale on Fairlife protein shakes. For sure I'm going to buy a case, but I'm very tempted to buy 2 cases. I hate to keep referring to my debt recap video, but I did mention like that I felt like we were spending too much money on energy drinks and too much money on like protein convenience type items. So for me, a big thing is like Fairlife protein shakes and like Quest protein chips. So I've made the determination that I'm going to buy a case of these things a month. I don't know about the Quest. I have not bought Quest in a little bit, but when it comes to the Fairlife, it's a pack of 12. So like there's 30 days in a month, but that would be what, like 3 a week? That's pretty reasonable because I don't drink them every day, although they are delicious. I've tried repeatedly to go get the Aldi's dupe, and yeah, I have not been able to do that. But okay, let's go to Sam's Club, and then we're gonna go home, drink our coffee, and be productive members of society until my son gets home in about 3 hours. So we are on the clock and we need to move.
Promise that you'll never let me go. Just hold my hand. That lets me know. Promise that you'll never.
They have a purple cotton candy, which honestly, cotton candy, it's all right as far as Lonnie's go, but it is like it's solid enough, but like I can't commit to buying a 12 pack of purple cotton candy just to try it, you know.
Damn, you're so amazing. I can't ever know how you feel about me unless you show me so. Unless you show me so. Maybe I am too shy to say, but I really just hope that you stay. Maybe I am too shy to say, but I really hope that you stay. Maybe I am too shy to say, but I really just hope that you stay. Maybe I am too shy to say,
Okay, we've got my coffee here. Because I had to brew up the extra espresso, I don't have room for ice at this moment. This may taste bad. I'm gonna be real with y'all, but I'm gonna always keep it real. If it tastes bad, it'll be okay. No, it's good. It's really freaking, oh my God, I need this. Oh, one of the things that I've been kind of looking for, this does have 95 calories in it. Now, it is Fairlife milk, so there is a little bit of protein in it. We're here for that. But basically, for a while there, I was like, how can I get my iced coffee as low calorie as possible? That is what I would do. And I found myself like going to the coffee shops way more often. I say that really it was only about once or twice a week, and really usually once a week. And so I told myself I really want to stop doing that. Like Henry, my loving husband, got me an espresso machine. Regardless, I was like, you know what, maybe if I have to consume a few more calories within my macros, of course, to like get a coffee that I actually like, that is at least comparable to a coffee shop, that is exactly what I am going to do. And then what I'll do is, as my taste can adjust, I'll slowly switch out Fairlife for almond milk and just slowly, you know, tick that down until I'm just used to almond milk again. But I don't know. I got out of being used to almond milk. We're going to add ice to keep this bad boy cool. So I have an hour and a half before I have to go get my baby boy, my son. So in that time, I really just need to tidy up. That's what we're doing, damn it. You guys are going to watch me clean. You're going to keep me accountable. And we're going to see how much I can get done in an hour and a half. I also need to put up some I need to do so much. It's okay. We will persevere. We've got coffee and determination. God, I just realized I've spent this whole vlog chatting the day away. I hope y'all don't mind. Just a reminder that this is a judgment-free zone. You guys you explicitly promised, and you signed the agreement not to judge me. But here's my room. I mean, it both looks worse, but also not that bad. There's just like random things on the floor. So I hung up these lights, but they're all battery packed. So I've got a basket here. Gonna try to tidy it up. I have a pile of things here that like we just don't know what to do with. There's like secret things back here. There's clothes on the ground here, like so we're gonna get this situated up in here.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah. Yeah, I've discussed it with myself, and I'm disgusted with the way we're told to have a certain face, a certain weight, because we aren't pixels on a screen. No, we're human, we breathe. Every single thing we see curated, it's overrated. These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10.
Okay, welcome to the floor. I feel like you guys are well acquainted with this random corner, but look at all my neon lights. I'm so excited. I feel this looks a lot better. Now, Henry's side of the bed is still messy, but you know what? That's Henry's business, okay? But I did want to show you guys a few things, there was one other thing that I wanted to get to today, and that would be to hang some things on the wall. Now, I did try to take a clip of me hanging some pictures on the wall, and you basically just saw my back the whole time, so my bad. But I have a few things. I'm almost afraid this will offend someone, but my mom used to have this hanging up at her old house. It's these taxidermied butterflies. Always thought it was really cool. Whenever they set up their new place and they moved up here, I was like, where's that cool butterfly picture? And my mom was like, well, I think we got rid of it. And I'm like, well, I wish you would have told me. Like, I would have taken it. I always thought that this thing was very cool. Well, apparently they found it in storage and they gave it to me. So very exciting stuff. And then the other thing I have here for my fellow nerds, it's still in the plastic because, you know, I'm just keeping her safe. But for my fellow nerds, from Lord of the Rings, the town of Bree, the prancing pony, So I actually got Henry this among some other things for Father's Day because Henry is the biggest Lord of the Rings nerd. I actually filmed his Father's Day, like his little haul, I guess you could say, what I got for him, because I thought I was going to put it in like my debt recap video to show you guys how I spent the money, but the timing just didn't work out. I spent the money in May. I mean, I could have put it in June's debt update thing that will be coming in July, but it just didn't make sense. So you know what? I filmed it. I'm going to put a brief blurb here so you can see what Henry got for Father's Day. Does anyone care? Probably not. Okay, so it's not quite Father's Day, but I can wait no longer because I started shopping in May.
Your excitement level's built too much, so here we are a week before.
Yes, it's true. But,
All
you know, Hank is at his Mimi, so, like, this is, like, our quiet time. You know, Hank adores you every day, regardless of Father's Day.
It's true.
Infuriating.
He does love me.
No.
I love you.
All right, so I started from least good to most good. That's what we're starting at. So if you're disappointed by this first gift, just know it in my opinion, it gets better from here. Will you guys get the hell out of here?
The fact that you've taken the time to get me gifts means I'm not going to be disappointed, first of all. It's the thought that always counts to me. You know that.
Yeah. Well, all right. So here's your first gift.
All right. Oh, it is a wallet. Nice.
It's a wallet.
No, that looks quite nice. Oh.
You're getting got already? Put some pictures of Hank in there.
It's a great picture of Hank.
I can't show it.
Yeah, I guess not. I can't help it. That's awesome.
Good.
I love that. Thank you.
Yeah. This is the next gift. It's rather large. It's a
Okay.
very dad gift.
Stovetop smoker. Interesting. I didn't know they did such a thing.
We've talked about it before, but we don't have the room for a smoker on the patio.
We do not.
Cool.
That is
and
cool.
also, it's a very Father's Day gift. I broke a rule because I said no more wall art.
Oh, that is so cool. The prancing pony.
I thought it was so cool.
That is awesome.
I
What a
couldn't
great
help it. I was like, God dang it, take my money, you bastard. How could you?
No,
Doesn't it look awesome though?
That is incredible.
Right, so your last gift.
Oh my God, there's a fourth gift.
I told you there was 4. Camera part of it. Keep your eyes closed.
They are shut.
Now open and look down.
Okay. What we have here. That's amazing.
I know.
Oh. Okay, now I got a guy.
Yeah.
I love you.
I'm like, all right, well, it's time. No, you can't show them. It's got Hank on it.
Sorry.
You keep
I'm
showing-
excited. I can't help it.
I literally, once that came in, I'm like, all right, it's time to give Henry his gifts. I waited like a day and a half.
That's as far as you can go.
So yeah, I feel like I did good. Henry got me the float and the massage. I got him those things. Ended up getting that Etsy item for free because it was delivered super late, but luckily I ordered it super early because I'm neurotic like that. I just am, you know, it's not even Mother's Day and I'm shopping for Father's Day. Regardless, we are going to hang these things up because I feel like there's just never a good time to hang things up. And so we're making that time. The time is now. Let's hang these things up, and then by then, it will be time to go get the little man. But we will not be done cleaning. Oh, no, no, no. So when you next see me, I'm hanging these things up, and I'm going to vacuum my damn floor. I won't show you me cleaning my toilets, but rest assured that's something else I'm doing today. And then my house will be clean. I feel good. This has been on my to-do list for a while, but every weekend, the weekend just flies by and I just don't have enough time to get stuff done. So, feeling good. Oh my God, I need to eat. I've kind of just been so distracted I haven't eaten. I gotta eat something too.
20 minutes later.
All right, apologies that you can definitely hear Hank messing with the door stopper thingy. Well, we have a little lunch. We have 1 apple with some PB2, an open-faced ham and cheese sandwich for a little protein, and some edamame. She's got protein, she's got fiber, and some salt to go with the edamame. I love edamame as a snack because sometimes, like, the purpose of a snack is to just, like, feel the fun act of eating something. Like, chips are a terrible snack in that regard because, like, you could just envelop them in, like, 22 seconds. Oh yeah. It's so dumb that I'm like, yeah. This is a very light girl lunch, mainly because this is a very late girl lunch. What is he doing? What you doing? What you doing? Hi. So this is a very light girl lunch because dinner's only a couple hours away. It's not that far away. Well, maybe more than a couple, but it's not that far away. And I feel like lunchtime is always the time that I tell you guys, like, what am I reading? How am I liking it? So currently I am reading a book called The Sword of Kaigen. I am only about 10% done with it. However, I am vastly enjoying it. I can't lie to y'all. It's very good so far. So really enjoying that. However, the two most recent books that I have read are The Poisoner's Daughter, Sarah McLaughlin. I'm just kidding. That's not her name. I can't remember her name. And then it did take me a while to read that. So then I read The Tenant by Frida McFadden. I read The Tenant by mistake. I had watched this short from the Columbus Public Library, and I thought they were saying like it was their most checked out book. Turns out it was The Housemaid, so that was my bad. But past maybe, I prefer to do my book reviews like right after I finished reading the book. Because if I start a new book, I'm like, what the hell did I like and dislike about that book? And so I'm going to let Past Matey take it away for you guys.
So we've reached the portion of the vlog where I tell you guys what I have been reading lately. And what I have been reading lately has disappointed, for sure. That's not entirely true. So the first book that I have been reading is called The Poisoned Daughter by Sheila Masterson. And I will not prattle on about this too long because it's like 600 pages and it's really hard to like not get into spoiler territory and fully cover what it is that I don't like about this book. So I'm going to tell you guys the synopsis and I'm going to tell you guys my rating. So the synopsis is that our main character, Harlow Caronwell, belongs to this family that's in power in this big city, this like walled off fortress of a city called Lunamead. And everybody in this world has powers, and the reason the Caronwells are in power is because they can see what kind of powers other people have. They can see their auras, and like there's some other stuff. So Harlow's special power beyond that is that she has poison in her body. She has a poison kiss, like poison ivy, honestly a lot like poison ivy. She also moonlights as this, vigilante superhero called the Poison Vixen, where she saves abused women from their husbands by killing their husbands. She gets a contract that's kind of suspicious, but she takes it, and she goes to, murk a guy, and he does not die from her kiss. So fast forward, we find out she's getting married off, and her fiance shows up, and what do you know it? It's the guy that didn't die from her kiss. And away we go. Now, my biggest issue with this book is that it really tries very hard to present itself as feminist literature, and it is not. Harlow is really the only empowered female that we see. All of the other females are victims, and having that being written by a woman is infuriating. Like, what in the Game of Thrones is going on here? Why do we not? Where are the empowered women? Because there aren't any. It's Harlow and her friend B. They are the only two. And even Harlow has her moments where I just am like, really? I'm rooting for you, girl? Really? And like, I liked Harlow okay, and I liked Henry okay. That's the male that ended up, surviving her kiss, and, it's a whole like enemies to lovers slow burn type of thing. Harlow, like, her whole thing is like she's sexual, but like she owns that, and I get it, and she uses her sexuality as a weapon, and that's awesome and cool, but the book really beats you over the head with, look how hot she is. She's so hot. She's so damn hot. Look how big her boobs are. Oh my God, she's so scantily dressed, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I get it. Please stop the madness. Okay, it's not that serious. Now, I will say for the positives, because I'm sorry, I'm going all negative, but for the positives, it's well written. There is smut in it. I'm not a big smut person. I just feel like once you've read some smut, you've kind of read it all. But this is some of the more well-written smut that I've read, excuse me. There's something nostalgic about it. Like, I don't know. I said this in my review. By the way, my full spoiler reviews are on my Goodreads, which is linked in my description. You can always go check it out if you're like, Maddie, I don't care about spoilers. They're usually a little ranty, so if you guys like that, definitely check them out. But yeah, it's like well written. I didn't mind the slow burn, the enemies to lovers, stuff like that. They had chemistry. It's not bad, but for me, there were just a few things that held it back from being a full 4 stars. I would honestly and truly rate it a 3.4, which for me rounds down to a 3. A strong 3, but a 3 nonetheless. So for some reason, The Poisoned Daughter took a really long time for me to read. So the next thing that I read, whenever that happens, I try to read like a page turner, like a thriller, like just an easy to consume book. And the next thing I read was The Tenant by Frida McFadden. Fuck that book. So, The Tenant by Frida McFadden is a book in which it stars the main character, Blake Porter. He is a recently promoted vice president who lives in, it's basically New York City. If it's not stated that it's New York City, it's New York City, in a brownstone that he shares with his fiancée, Krista. But like extremely early on, like within the first 5 pages, Blake is called into the office by his boss and he is very abruptly fired. And as a result, 6 months later, he doesn't have a job. He hasn't been able to get a job because he's essentially been blacklisted. And so he and his fiance have to rent out one of the rooms of their brownstone to a tenant. And that is what the book is named for. The tenant is named Whitney. And slowly but surely, like, things just start unraveling in Blake's life, and it all points back to Whitney. And so that's the back flap read of the book. So for me, I'm just going to tell y'all point blank period. The book gets 1 star. I try to save 1-star reviews for like books that are really bad or problematic. Truly, the book probably gets like 1.4 stars, but the way the twists all came together, and again, I'll have it in my Goodreads below because this is a relatively new book, so I don't want to do that to y'all, but it's not quite as bad as Woman Down in that the twists were problematic, but it's sort of like the logistics of it. Like one of the twists involve like, oh, they hired out a bunch of people to do this. And I'm like, on your salary, you managed to hire out people to like do this thing? Like it was like sloppy writing to the point that I was like, I can no longer suspend my disbelief. When it comes to writers like, you know, Frida McFadden and Colleen Hoover, you have to suspend your disbelief some. And I'm fully prepared to do that. But when it's so heinously badly written and I can suspend my disbelief no longer, that's when I'm like, okay, well, you know what? You had me and you lost me. Good job. Good freaking job. That's all I got. It's mega cheesy. There's 2 major aspects of the twist that I thought were dumb. I actually kind of guessed the twist because I was like, well, what else could it be but this? And it turns out I was right. It just was not good. One more thing I do want to say is that Frida McFadden loves to like reveal that there's a final like little twist at the end, and it usually involves the main character who, by the way, I'm sorry, I should have mentioned this. Part of the reason I hate the book is the main character is absolute dog shit trash. He sucks. Legit, he's like talking because it's all from his perspective about how much he loves his fiance and he wants to give her the best life and this and that, and yet he has this new roommate who he admittedly finds attractive, and he's walking around his apartment in his boxers. And early on, she's like low-key coming on to him, and he's having to like slip a pillow over his lap. I'm like, bro, put some fucking pants on. You don't own your brownstone anymore, free and clear. You're subletting. Put some goddamn pants on. What are you doing? I got completely distracted. I feel like I was going to say something. But yeah, it was just the way everything came together at the end. Oh, yeah, the twist thing. So Frida McFadden loves to do a little twist, a little like thing or reveal about the main character. Usually it's the main character, and it provides some kind of context into maybe a plot point or something early on in the book, and it like adds something. So she did the same in this one. It added nothing. It was stupid, and it just added nothing, but I feel like she feels like she has to do it because that's her formula, and it's just dumb. And the twist doesn't even involve Blake, because we know Blake is a shit tier person anyway, so what other twist could you possibly have to do with him? It involves a different character, like, well, actually, this was said, but it's really this. Ha ha ha. And I'm like, God, fuck you. Okay. I'm sorry. Maybe it's the pollen and me being stuffy, but like, I'm kind of disappointed by the back-to-back disappointing books. The Poison Darter wasn't horrible, but I got recommended it by a coworker who really hyped it up, saying like it was one of her favorite, it was one of the best. And again, it's not horrible, but like I just was disappointed. I will say I did let her read my Goodreads review, and she was like, I love this book and I'm shook at how thorough you were in your review. Like, you were saying stuff I didn't even remember happened. And to me, that's high praise. But okay, I don't know what I'm doing in this vlog, but let's get back to it.
Perfect 10. Whoa. And if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to think, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah. Honey, I'm a perfect 10.
Who will help me bake some bread? Not I, said the dog. Not I, said the pig. Not I, said the cow. The little red hen sighed. I guess I'll bake it myself, she said, and she did. Now who will help me eat the bread? The little red hen asked the other animals. I will, said the dog. I will, said the pig. I will, said the cow. The little red hen shook her head. No, you won't. You did not help me plant the grain, said the little red hen. You did not help me cut and thresh it. You did not help me take the wheat to the miller. And you did not help me bake the bread. So you will not help me eat the bread either, she said. I will eat the bread myself. And so she did. Okay, I'm cutting off my head, but I finished drinking my water for the day. You might be like, Maddie, what does that have to do with anything? So I have like a million tips for drinking water, and I keep meaning to share them in a video one day. But like legit, I wrote them all out, and it was like, I was like, hey, ChatGPT, how much talking do you think this is? And it was like about 10 minutes. So I have 10 minutes worth of water tips, and there's never a good time to include them. Regardless, I finished drinking my water, and one of my hot tips is to, other than caffeine, like you got to draw a line somewhere. I don't drink anything fun other than caffeine until after I have gotten all my water for the day. Crazy, maybe, but here we are. However, I am here because I want to try something at home. We have this at home. The other day, I was out and about with my niece. We went to the library, had a lovely time. There was like a little play area for the babies. Hank had a good time. Like, it was just good times all around. She checked out some books, made friends. We were on the way home, and she was like, hey, I'm thirsty. And I was like, what do you want? And she's like, I don't know, a soda, a water. And I was like, look, I'm lazy and I really don't want to get out and unload the baby. Can we just go through that McDonald's over there? And she was like, yeah, hell yeah. She's like, can I get a dirty Dr. Pepper? Turns out it is a Dr. Pepper. Of course, I have the 0 sugar because we try not to drink our calories unless it's in coffee form. It's cold foam, which they do sell it in a can, and I got just some generic cold foam. Pretty low calorie. It's only 10 calories a tablespoon, but I have my handy dandy food scale here. And then allegedly some vanilla. I think first and foremost, I'm going to put the vanilla at the bottom. And I'm a weirdo. I have a half tablespoon measure, but if you don't have that, feel free to do 2 teaspoons. I don't know why I'm giving instructions. I literally have not tried this before, so I don't know. I don't know what the... Oh, God, I messed up. Ignore me. Pay no attention. All right. Well, an unknown amount of vanilla, it turns out, but I don't know why I'm giving measurements. And then the cold foam is on top, so we are going to do the Dr. Pepper. And we're going to try to pour it like you would pour a beer where you don't want it to get all fizzy, because I don't want it to lose all that carbonation. It is not working. Look at that. Okay, now I'm sticking my finger in. Yeah, you like that, Dr. Pepper? You like that? Okay, I'm so sorry. All right, and then we're going to do some ice, baby. All right, and then last but not least, we've got our handy dandy food scale on. The cold foam, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do a serving and a half. I'll do 15. I'm trying to get the cold foam throughout. When they serve it at McDonald's, it just kind of sits on top. Oh, check it out. Look at it. Oh my God, I'm terrified to open it. Okay, it did hiss at me, but we're in business. All right, let's give it a try. Oh, less vanilla. I would say a teaspoon of vanilla, unless you like it. I don't know, it's pretty good. I didn't mean to make such a dramatic reaction. I'm so sorry. I'm not a huge soda drinker, but, you know, I just want to try something fun for the vlog. Yeah, too much vanilla. Overall, it's pretty good, though. Thanks a lot, Oven. I mean, I'm going to drink it. It just tastes like a vanilla Dr. Pepper that, I don't know, something about the cold foam kind of takes like that, like, zing that Dr. Pepper has. I think it's pretty good. Now it is time to make a little dinner, to cook a little sustenance, as it were. And I will be making something I've never made before on the channel, and that is bacon wrapped chicken stuffed with spinach and ricotta. Okay, I thought that would be more of a mouthful. It wasn't too bad. My stepdad has made this for us, and it's quite good. And so I will be making it for us. I will be teaching your class today. Regardless, I will be attempting to make it. I'm going to try to make it, like, you know, reasonably healthy or whatever. But, you know, bacon actually doesn't have that many calories. Regardless, we are going to have a little bacon tonight, because what's life without a little bacon? I will be making that. I'm not going to walk you guys through it. I did find a similar recipe on All Recipes, so I'll link that down below if you're like, ooh, Maddie, I want to make that. I will link it down below. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, because the YouTube wizards, they love that for the growth of my channel. Can we help my channel get to 5,000 subscribers? Can we do it? I hope so. But okay, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Bye.
It's been a long time I've been waiting for you. I got my feelings up and it's just for you. I just need a little bit of time to breathe in and out. I just need a little bit of time to ease up my mind. All for you. Situation got me running like I'm losing my mind. All for you. I feel with every little step I take I'm crossing your line. All for you. I'm all for you, all for you. Yeah, I'm all for you. step I take, I'm crossing your line. All for